Fuck the Forbes list. I just think that's all media manipulation. So here's one thing that I really liked about what Kanye talked about, excuse me, what Ye talked about, is the media is making a mockery of people's lives. The media is really into the next story. But I think these people who are all about making the next story don't really give a damn about the characters in the story. And you know, when you write a book, right, a fictional book, when you write a story, the characters don't really matter. It doesn't matter what happens to them because they're not real. They're made up figures. But when you're reporting and you're reporting divorce, you're reporting custody battles, you're reporting turmoil in people's lives, you're reporting a wedding, you're reporting all of this and that, and go, bro, you're talking about real live events in people's lives. And TMZ, I think they're a filthy organization. Do they give us great information? Yeah, absolutely. But to what extent? When you're out here reporting the death of Kobe Bryant before it's been released officially, uh, you know, that's dirty. You know what? It's not dirty. It's fucked up. It's bullshit, right? And when you become so consumed in making a mockery of people's lives because you want to tell a story, you care more about the story than the individuals involved in the story. It's like, bro, I can't respect that shit, man. Like what are you doing it for? Are the clicks that serious? Is the ad revenue that serious? Do you not have a heart? You got look. Ye talked about Kim K going on Saturday Night Live and talking that noise that she was talking, and he was like, "Bro, I ain't seen no paperwork. We ain't divorced yet." Now, do I think she's tried to move on with her life? Yeah, I think that between what Ye wants to do and what the Kardashian brand is, those brands just don't mesh anymore. That they work together well for a while, but all good things come to an end. Sometimes it's not till death do us part; it's the death of the relationship that does us part. So then we part ways, and then we live our life. Let me see what else. Being called a rapper is being called a nigga. I mean, I talked about that already, but hey, look, they just want to put us in a box. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the one that I really, really like, right? He said we farm lands that aren't our own. And think about it. NBA, NFL, record labels, Hollywood. We provide the talent in so many industries, and we don't have any level of ownership. Or we have a minimal level of ownership. And look, if the Travis Scott Astro World niggas going in sicko mode doesn't show you anything, there is power in numbers. When those 50,000 people decided they wanted to rush the stage, it wasn't nothing that security could do to stop them. Now, what happens if we as Black Americans unite after a common cause and we rush that stage? There is nothing that another institution could do to stop us. There's not. I saw something about how Summer Walker signed over her masters, how she gets paid pennies on the dollar for what she's doing for the music that she makes. But it's like, well, you don't own the label. And guess what? The label's all about making the label money. And you make the label money. So if I can take more of your money to make this label money, yeah, I put some good money in your pocket, I'm gonna do it. But what happens when we decide to own the labels and to dictate our terms? Now, as an independent contractor, it's hard to do it. You got to be a Jay-Z. You got to be a Ye. You got to be a top dog. You got to be a one percenter to be able to do that. But what happens if like the top 20 percenters or the top, 18 percenters minus the top 2 percenters who are above that, they unite together and they pull their resources, they pull their market share together. I bet you could get some change. And that's just not in music. Same as in sports, same as in Hollywood. th- Kevin Hart, you don't have to be the little punk in every movie, man. You don't have to be the little yeah, bro. You don't have to do that. I mean, if that's what the role you want to play, then bro, you play it with you play your ass off. Because at the same time, bro, everybody's not here to be an owner. Some people are here to work the land. Some people are here to own it. Because sometimes the owner ain't good at doing. The owner's just good at owning. And it takes all parts. And that takes me to when he talked about I don't read well. I don't do math well. That's fine. That's fine. Build a team around you. And some people take that as like, what you mean you don't read well? Bruh, some people don't read well. Hell, I read slow. Math, I don't like it. I can do it, but I don't like it. It's not what I want to do with my time. But that's the point of a community. When you build a community, you find people in specialization, right? You find people who do things well and you allow them to do it. And the hope is that they operate in good faith, or you have some form of leverage over them that forces them to do right by you. But the problem we have today is the power is not spread out. And when the power isn't spread out, it's hard to leverage anybody because the people with the power in an oligopoly, they collude and then bada boom, bada bing. The price is the price. What the price? Pricing, pricing, pricing.